Now, the next topic might get a bit spicy because we
spicy.
got worst wrestler of the year.
Ooh, I've been waiting on this one, boy.
The worst.
Let's go ahead and kick it off. Let's put the burden on Clint's shoulders to kick it off. Who's the worst wrestler of 2023?
All right. Well, I feel like this is due to his booking and them trying to force this character all year, and it's just not working. And they just keep doing it. And I got to go with Karrion Kross.
Oh my God! You took
damn.
bro.
Sorry, it's just
man.
It's like he's got to take a break and repackage himself because what he's doing now is just ain't working. Just stop. You're destroying your career. Stop.
Yeah, that really sucks because remember him in NXT, the Fall and Prey.
Yeah, that was
this
awesome.
guy is money, and you just called him the worst wrestler of the year.
Due to booking.
That's bad, Bryan. Who do you have for worst wrestler of the year?
Man, nah. I don't want to give the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do another one.
Give him a moment. Go to someone else. Give him a moment. Let him think. Let him cook.
You need to think, Bryan?
Yeah. Let me cook real quick. Let me get in the kitchen.
I'm gonna let you cook because I'll give you my worst wrestler of the year, and that guy is CM Punk.
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh, actually, I already got my worst wrestler of the year.
And he cannot perform anymore.
He's
watching moves, trying to hit the Hangman Page buckshot lariat, can't do it. Jumping in the crowd, breaking his ankles up. The guy just doesn't have it anymore, and they're still trying to give him this spot. I think he's going to expose himself in a bad way in WWE, and it's not going to be good because the guy just can't go at a high level anymore. He's going to go out there trying to prove himself, and it's not going to end well. So, worst wrestler of the year, in my personal opinion, is what's his name? Charles Manson Punk. Let's go ahead and move on to Loaded.
Hold on, I got mine. Let me get mine out the way.
All
right, man. Listen. Worst wrestler of the year to me, and he costs AEW a lot of money. Jack Perry, my boy. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got nothing going on.
I like that answer.
Listen. He costs AEW a lot of money, my boy. That in its own. You can't keep. And listen, if you can't keep it professional in a show that everybody came together to bring 80,000 people, then you just don't care about your peers. You don't care about your job, and that alone makes you one of the worst wrestlers in that locker room. And that's just what I got to say about it.
What do you say about CM Punk? Did he keep it professional when Jack Perry got backstage?
Are we here to argue, Mr. Kenny? Are we here to argue, Mr. Kenny? Are we here to argue?
We're not here to argue. So Loaded, give me your worst wrestler of the year.
My worst wrestler of the year is Jon Moxley. Yeah, he's one of the worst wrestlers I've ever seen. I'm a fan of Dean Ambrose, but Jon Moxley in AEW is just ain't it. I mean, I
didn't know Jim Cornette was here.
Loaded just said Jon Moxley is the Loaded just said Jon Moxley is the worst wrestler, and he's a fan of Dean Ambrose.
Bruh.
Take what you want with that and do that information as you please.
He only said that because you said CM Punk.
Get this man a gas mask.
I didn't know he was going to say CM Punk.
Kenny's head just exploded.
Yeah, give that man a gas mask. I'm with you, Mr. Dubbs. Mr. Dubbs, who do you have for worst wrestler of the year?
I mean, I have to agree with Bryan 100%. Jack Perry costing that company millions, just handing 80 million social views over to the WWE, handing them their biggest merch seller by far, handing them 400,000 viewers in every segment he does every week. Spike for Punk only, then right back off. You can't say he's not the biggest draw in wrestling. He is. Bigger than Roman, I would say at this point. And he's also not showing up every week. Signed to Raw, very next week, not on Raw. So you know he's a big star when he's only going to do 5 shows a year.
He's the worst wrestler of the year when he's only going to do 5 shows a year.
Are we here to argue, Mr. Kenny?
I mean,
not here to argue. Finish your point, Mr. Dubbs.
I think if CM Punk wasn't wrestling and didn't sign to WWE, his worst wrestler would be Roman Reigns. So, I mean, we know where we stand here. But I'm going to have to go because Jack Perry's already nominated. I will give an honorable mention because my daughter said this just as we were getting ready. That narcissistic jerk. Who is his name again? MJF. Doesn't realize he's a babyface now, but hated him whenever she would see him on TV as heel. So I give honorable mention for that, but my pick is going to be tying into MJF, the Righteous, as a team. Dutch and Vincent debuting them, a big debut in that ROH tag team title match in a handicap match. To lose in a handicap match, make them look like a complete joke at the biggest show of the year. Or wait, no, was that at All In? No, without
MJF like throw one up the other's butt.
Yes.
What?
Yes, he did in that match. Yeah,
they
he
killed
said he
him.
was going to do it, and he threw him right under. He made them look like a joke. You're supposed to be. They were trying to make them have like a Wyatt family kind of feel, like this swampy kind of vibe. Like I really liked their vignettes building them up, and then they just had them lose clean in a handicap match to MJF where they got very little offense and made them look like a complete joke. So my vote is just them as a team, the Righteous.
All right, we're gonna go the Righteous for Mr. Dubbs. Kero, the GOAT.
I gotta go with someone a little different. Someone from the WWE. Someone who couldn't cut a promo to save his life. Someone who acted so cool, but was so uncool, unbelievably uncool. Someone who couldn't even go over the top rope. Speaking of top, I mean Top Dollar.
Oh, top dollar,
baby. Take it off the top.
I'm like, where's he going with this?
bro. It's
be
bad.
him.
I gotta.
He's just.
I was
I'll give you that.
actually going to pick him, but I felt bad because he said that moment saved his life. So I was like, I'm just going to leave that brother alone.
That's what he said. I mean, hey, UTV. Who do you have for worst wrestler of the year 2023?
Oh man, okay. Hey, I know mistakes happen, but holy shit, bro. Every single time this dude gets in the ring, it's like he's a risk. Somebody getting injured here, somebody getting injured here, somebody getting injured here. I mean, I get it, mistakes happen, but damn, bro. It's like people are fearing for their life when it's like, oh, you got a match book with this guy. Oh, good luck. But it is so bad that right now, I don't know if you know this, but right now in NXT, I believe that aren't they having a storyline right now with Ilya Dragunov, and it's based off of him injuring people.
Oh, that's
Rich Holland,
that's
Rich Holland, that's him. It is so bad that they're really having a storyline based off of him injuring people. Like, what the fuck is going on with this dude? But yeah, that's all I gotta say, man. It's bad.
I actually had Rich Holland on my list before I put it CM Punk, so I definitely agree with you. The fact that they're putting him in a storyline where he's injuring people is kind of crazy. So we'll see how that goes. Now, y'all, this one was kind of dirty, but those are the nominees for Worst Wrestler of the Year. We are going to be presenting these to the wrestlers on X, so somebody might not be happy with us. So let us know your votes. Hop in the community tab, and we're going to go ahead and present it to you when we get a winner.